Welcome to Class 10 Biology children. Today we will conclude Chapter 1 bit part. See 91 bit. Reason for to call reaction as light reaction. Why does the reaction, Hill's reaction is called light reaction? Here in Hill's reaction, breakdown of water molecules done by the light. Breakdown of water molecules done by the light. That is why Hill's reaction is called light reaction. Water molecule splitting done by the light. 92. The substance which is not having relation with autotrophic nutrition. Where do we see autotrophic nutrition? In plants and also in cyanobacteria, blue-green algae. So, in those living organisms, ATP, NADP, NADPH, these substances can be formed in the light and dark reactions. But ATGC, this substance we cannot see in autotrophic nutrition. 93. Reason for Cuscuta plant to perform parasitic nutrition. Why the Cuscuta plant shows parasitic nutrition? Because of the absence of chlorophyll in its leaves. So there is no chance to see any chlorophyll in Cuscuta leaves. So it can perform parasitic nutrition. Otherwise, if it contains chlorophyll like other plants, then it can perform photosynthesis. So, because of the absence of chlorophyll in leaves, it shows parasitic nutrition. 94. Emulsification in digestive system is due to the presence of emulsification. Which materials can be emulsified? Fat materials can be emulsified in our digestive system. It is mainly caused due to the presence of which juice? Bile juice. Bile juice is useful for the emulsification of fats. 95. Reasons for formation of ulcers in stomach. So what are the reasons for the formation of ulcers in stomach? Already we discussed. Uneasy, stress and strain, and also bacteria. These all are the reasons for ulcers in the stomach. 96. Find out who am I. I am a vitamin, healing of wounds, fracture of bones. So we need to find out that vitamin name which is useful to healing of wounds and fracture of bones does not take place in the absence of me. So, fracture of bones, healing of wounds, these doesn't take place in the absence of me. I am in vegetables, citrus fruits and germinating seeds. Who am I? Citrus fruits means always you should try to remind vitamin C. Vitamin C. But here retinol. Retinol means vitamin A. Niacin. Niacin means, what do you know about niacin? It causes pellagra disease. Folic acid, B9. So here there is no vitamin. So we need to select none of the above option. 97. Identify the mismatched pair. We need to identify the mismatched pair. Hastoria cuscuta. Cuscuta plants has Hastoria. It is correct. Next, granum in chloroplast. It is correct. Epiglottis in mouth. It is also correct. Testosterone ovary. This is wrong. Testosterone can be found in male reproductive system, not in ovary. Testosterone can be found in a male reproductive system only, not in the female reproductive system. Next, 98. Identify the pair which is mismatched. Here also we need to identify the mismatched pair. Proteins, amino acids, correct. Carbohydrates, glucose, Glucose is one of the carbohydrates. Amino acids can be seen in proteins. Glucose can be seen in glucose consisting starch. Fats consisting starch. It is mismatched pair. Fats doesn't contain starch. 99. For testing starch in the leaf instead of iodine we can use. If we don't have iodine for testing the presence of starch in plant leaves, we need to use beta-diene solution. Which solution? Beta-diene solution. Next, deficiency of folic acid causes anemia. Pellagra is caused by niacin vitamin. Glossite is caused by riboflavin. Rickets is caused by calciferol or vitamin D. So anemia is caused by folic acid. Next bit. In plants, an exchange of gases takes place through stomata. Stomata are useful for exchange of gases. Marasmus disease is due to the deficiency of marasmus disease is mainly causes because of the deficiency of proteins and also calories. Proteins and calories. But kwashiorkor disease occurs because of the protein deficiency. Next. As per the advice of the doctor, a patient needs to be given glucose till confirming that the patient is no debility. Net for observe the below statements. 1. Protein deficiency in diet leads to kwashiorkor disease. Correct. Deficiency of only calories leads to marasmus disease. Wrong. Marasmus is caused by both proteins and calories. So first one is true, second one is wrong. False. So which one is correct? B. Next. This process doesn't take place if plant is kept in dark room. If you keep the potted plant inside of a dark room, then which process doesn't take place? Respiration, reproduction, photosynthesis, water transportation. Out of these four options, option C is correct. If we keep the potted plant inside of dark room, photosynthesis doesn't carried out by the plant because of the lack of sunlight. A person is not suffering from indigestion. This can be analyzed as a person is not suffering from indigestion. This can be analyzed as thoroughly chewing the food. If we chew the food materials thoroughly, then we can avoid indigestion problems. Next, the carbohydrate stored in plants is starch. Starch is the form of food materials stored in plant bodies. The scientist who found that water is essential for increasing the plant mass, Van Helmont, stated that water is essential for increasing of plant mass. Site of photosynthesis is, where does the photosynthesis is carried out? Chloroplast. Chloroplasts are responsible for photosynthesis. Oxygen is released during this process. During photosynthesis process, oxygen is released. The third layer of chloroplast is, chloroplast contains three layers. What is the third layer? Grana. Grana can be seen in third layer of the chloroplast. The teeth we use to cut an apple are incisors. Incisors are useful to cut the apple. Canines are useful to tear the apple. Premolars and molars are useful to grind and chew the apple. Okay. Let us see matching. Cuscuta lice leeches. These all are protozoans, saprophytes or parasites. We need to identify. These all are parasites. These all are lives on another living organisms. Amoeba, paramecium. These both are protozoans. Fungi and yeast. These both are saprophytes. Where do we see? This is fungi and yeast. We can see on dead bodies of plants and dead bodies of animals. So these both are called saprophytes. So the answer becomes C. Cuscuta, lice and leeches, parasites, amoeba, paramecium, protozoans, fungi, yeast, saprophytes. Next, lean and weak, less appetite. These are the symptoms of which disease? లీన్ అండ్ వీక్, సన్నగా బక్కగా ఉండడం, లెస్ అపెటైట్, ఆకలి చాలా తక్కువగా ఉండడం. దీస్ ఆల్ ఆర్ ద సిమ్టమ్స్ ఆఫ్ విచ్ డిసీజ్? పెర్నేషియస్ ఎనీమియా. విచ్ డిసీజ్? పెర్నేషియస్ ఎనీమియా. ద 3Ds, డయేరియా, డెర్మటైటిస్, డైమెన్షియా ఆర్ ద సిమ్టమ్స్ ఆఫ్ విచ్ డిసీజ్? పెల్లాగ్రా డిసీజ్. పెల్లాగ్రా షోస్ డయేరియా, డెర్మటైటిస్ అండ్ డెమెన్షియా. డెమెన్షియా మీన్స్ మతిమరుపు. డెర్మటైటిస్ అంటే స్కిన్ సంబంధించిన ప్రాబ్లమ్స్. డయేరియా అంటే వాటరీ మోషన్స్. సో ఇవన్నీ వస్తాయి అన్నమాట పెల్లాగ్రాలో వస్తాయి డిసీజ్. నెక్స్ట్, ద కెమికల్ నేమ్ ఆఫ్ వైటమిన్ సి, అస్కార్బిక్ యాసిడ్. ద కెమికల్ నేమ్ ఆఫ్ వైటమిన్ సి ఈజ్ అస్కార్బిక్ యాసిడ్. The first part of small intestine is duodenum, second part jejunum, and the third part ileum. Rectum is the part of larger intestine. Next, the chemical name of vitamin which leads to the deficiency disease, fertility disorders. Tocopherol, vitamin E, leads to deficiency disease of fertility disorders. Next, the enzyme secreted by the stomach is pepsin. Stomach wall secretes pepsin. Next, the name of salivary enzyme secreted by salivary glands, ptyalin. Salivary glands secreted ptyalin or salivary amylase. Next, the light harvesting pigment present in the green plants contains 1 atom of magnesium. Okay, in case of green plants, the light harvesting complex means chlorophyll contains 1 atom of magnesium in it. The scientist who breaks up plant cell to isolate chloroplast, Daniel I. Arnon. Daniel I. Arnon breaks the plant cells to isolate the chloroplast. The plant which is used to absorb oxygen released in bright sunlight is the plant which is used to absorb oxygen to release in bright sunlight. That is hydrilla. Hydrilla experiment we have seen in our previous classes. The nutrition in which organism takes the complex organic food by the process of ingestion, digests and absorbs into the body cell is called holozoic nutrition. Holozoic nutrition. In holozoic nutrition, what will happen? Complex stated food materials can be converted into simpler ones and then absorbed in our body. Here in 125 beta there is a chance to see one figure and he labeled X here. So we need to identify the X. Here X is the bolus. Crushed and chewed food material is called bolus. Next, the vitamin required for the proper vision. Vitamin A is required for proper vision. It is also called retinol. Next, see the fill in the blanks. The food synthesized by the plants is stored as carbohydrates or starch. Carbohydrates are starch. Dash are the sites of photosynthesis. Chloroplast. Chloroplasts are the sites of photosynthesis. Pancreatic juice contains enzymes for carrying the process of digestion of dash and dash. Pancreas releases enzymes. These enzymes are useful for digestion of proteins and also fats. Next, The finger-like projections which increases the surface area in smaller intestine called villi. If you observe the smaller intestine, there is a chance to see some finger-like extensions. These are called villi. The gastric juice contains dash acid, HCl, hydrochloric acid. Next, dash vitamin is synthesized by the bacteria present in the intestine. Vitamin B12 can be synthesized by the bacteria present in the intestine. Okay, children, with this class, our chapter 1 bit part totally completed. Okay, children, thank you.